Hey guys, I'm back. It's been a while, and I'm going to fill you in on what's been going on, and then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of this video, or should I say the Zamac bodies and Real Riders wheels of this video. So I had to step away to fix some things, and I don't want anyone to be worried about me. This isn't a pity party. If you want to skip this section of the video, here is an annotation above so that you can skip, or there's a chapter in the description. I'm not going to harp on this too long. If you're curious, this is why I left. If not, here is the topic that you clicked on the video for. So I've made a lot of videos surrounding Lamley, surrounding RLC, and the RWB Porsche. And the 930 RWB Porsche. And a lot of people noticed that I became really bitter in those series of videos, that I just became unhinged. And it's not because of what was going on in the RLC world with RWB being sold out in 10 minutes and people getting their orders canceled. It was actually outside factors that was affecting my personal life. You see, for the past couple of years, I've been on a roller coaster of things that have been happening to me. And, you know, I'm going to use this in metaphor. So that way YouTube doesn't deem this video inappropriate. But I've been putting out a lot of small fires in my attic. Small fires, small victories. And one day, the fire grew so big that I couldn't put it out myself anymore. I had to get help. And I knew that if I didn't deal with this fire, that it was going to burn the whole house down. And that's not an option. I cannot allow the house to be burned down, because if I do, people will be affected, and that's not fair. So I had to take a break. I had to figure out what was wrong. And I found out a lot of things that were wrong with me, and things that I need to work on and things that I need to fix. And I didn't want that to leak into my content creation, because I do this for fun. This is a hobby, and you guys are not signed up to be my therapist. Like, I understand that, and that's why I'm being very vague. I don't want to talk about the things that have happened. It's, you guys clicked on this video to watch me talk about Hot Wheels or my S2000 or what have you. You guys didn't click to hear my problems, so that's why I knew I had to step away and I had to figure out what was wrong with me internally, or what was wrong with my house, metaphorically. And I'm seeing a professional therapist. Things are going well, things are going good, but there was a period where I just stopped eating, and I've lost 15 pounds. So I'm pretty skinny right now, but I'm starting to eat again. Things are going back to normal. I'm not going to get into detail of the things that went wrong. I'm not going to get into the weeds. I'm just letting you guys know that I'm just going to be making less content for a while, just because I'm still working through this. I've been doing other stuff. I've been going to the gym. I've been, again, seeking help, and I've been focusing on me. So I have so much stuff to talk about, especially with RLC, that it's just been ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that it called me out of retirement. So I'm gonna get into RLC, and I just got a whole bunch of packages from Mattel. They didn't put me on a watch list. They gave me my stuff, the stuff that I ordered that I waited months for. So I have a huge mail call that I have to open, which I think I will stream it. I'm going to find a way to stream it. But anyways, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. Alright guys, so I'm going to be reacting to the 2026 Sneaks presentation from the Hot Wheels convention. This is Lamley's video. I'm giving him credit for this video. So I've heard a lot of things about RLC 2025, and I'm not really interested in everything beforehand. I know there's going to be a remote control 164 R32 Pandem Skyline. That looked pretty cool, but again, it's probably going to be pretty pricey. So we're going to react to RLC 2025/2026. So let us react.
So first, yes, of course, we're going to show you the 25 remaining new models.
Okay.
As well as a few recolors, and then we'll get into a few new models for 26. All right, what do we got first? Yeah, 81 Toyota SR5. This one Rob Matt has worked on. It'll be on sale later this month. This is the one with the die-cast.
Okay, this one actually looks really good. I actually do like this one. I'm gonna lower the volume just a little bit so that way I can hear myself think a little. But I actually really do like the colors. The blue Spectraflame with the orange, yellow, and white. I actually do like this RLC, especially with the race suspension. I believe this thing is probably going to be $38 because that has been the norm for acrylic displayed Hot Wheels RLC. It seems like we're getting a lot of those now. But it's going to be on sale. I believe it's going to be on sale next week. I believe. Next week, Tuesday. And I'm filming this on a Wednesday. Today's the 8th of October. So I like this. This looks nice.
Hood, die-cast opening tailgate, separate axles and suspension, separate roll bar, highly detailed, beautiful trucks. Steve Vanderbeek did the deco. Matt Gay did this awesome retro 80s package. If you ever seen like the Hot Wheels was the Power Devils from the mid-80s, it's got that really cool vintage vibe to it. I love it.
That actually does look good.
Good job, Matt.
But it's probably going to be $40. Most likely. This smiley faces look a bit off. Oh, that paint doesn't really look good on the smiley faces. Oh boy. But it's cool that it has mirrors. Hopefully the mirrors don't get broken off. That's something I'm afraid of.
He's got a 40-page report for you. Let's see, next what we got? We've got our selection Toyota Supra coming out. So this
is the this is the selection Supra? Wow, this looks good. See, this is like the stuff people want to have selections on. Because now everyone's going to be able to have a chance at getting this. Everyone's going to be able to get this. There's going to be no limit to how many of these you can get. So I really do hope that the QC is on point for this particular model, because when the Supra came out last year, it sold out in like minutes. So now that they're coming out with this guy, the new Supra that looks more stock, that's going to be awesome. But the one thing I'm afraid of, again, it's the pricing. I believe this is going to be $28 instead of the 25, of course, because again, the inflation. So I'm a little nervous to see what the pricing is going to be on this model. But the good news is that this is going to be a selections model, meaning that you can get this, and there's no limit to how many of these you can get because these are made to order. So if you like the Supra and you missed out, this is your chance to get it.
nice crazy deco on it.
The white, and by the way, the white on purple, black, like the HKS livery on this thing looks beautiful. I love it.
We heard some complaints last time about our selections vehicle being a little too plain, so we pulled out all the stops on this. Again, Steve Vanderbeek did this one, and it will be available on sale later this month. Let's see what's next. We've got the GT40, yeah!
Oh.
66 GT40. This was designed by Wayne Vance. Christina did the deco.
Again, this is going to be an acrylic case RLC, meaning that this thing's going to be more expensive than your traditional blister RLC. I've watched Ford v Ferrari. Excellent film. One of my favorite films of, I believe it came out in 2019. I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but it's a really good movie. If you guys haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend you see it. If you're a racing enthusiast, if you're a car enthusiast, watch the movie. It's a fantastic movie. Christian Bale, Matt Damon, stellar performances. But this doesn't look like an RLC, and I mean that as a compliment. This actually looks very well detailed. Of course, it's not going to have lensed headlights or taillights, but I think it's okay because the way that this thing is, the way that the car is designed, the headlights were not very. The headlights were lensed, but they can get away with it being painted. Although I would have preferred this being an Elite 64 than an RLC, if I'm being completely honest. But I like this. I thought they were gonna do like a Golf variant of the GT40. They might in the future. We'll see.
Matt came to the package. This one's going on sale this month, just like it says on the page there. Yes, it is. And
that's nice.
Opening die-cast cowl. It's got a lot of pieces on there, a lot of detail, and
a lot of detail. It's gonna be $40. Calling it now.
This is a great one to learn about, research, want to get all the details. We'll have one over here for you. If you haven't seen one, I had it out when I was signing, but the motor is awesome. We got the cool texture on the carburetor. It's just tight, and the graphics are really tight, and we had literally no changes at all when we got the first one. So I hope you guys
I know you're gonna love it. This thing is just insane, and we do have a sample where you can see it after the show. Got one.
get the packaging and the mask.
I feel like I'm watching Ford versus Ferrari here, and this thing is just beautiful. We know who wins. And then we've got our holiday car comes back.
Oh, this is the holiday casting. I wonder if this is also going to be made to order. The white Countach. Ooh, that's giving me serious Miami Vice, Wolf on Wall Street vibes. There was an episode of Miami Vice where Crockett was chasing somebody who was driving a white Countach. I just bought a blue Spectraflame Countach, and now I feel like I'm going to have to get this one. This one looks really nice for a holiday car. White on white. And the acrylic display looks really nice too. The snowy background. This is not like a basic base. This actually looks like a lot of work was put into this, especially Happy Holidays. For some reason, they always say that it's going to be sale in November. They're always like a month off. It's either December or what have you. They're usually always off with the sale dates. Because I remember when like the Chameleon Skyline was supposed to be on sale in March, but ended up being on sale in May, I believe.
The 82 Lamborghini Countach, and it's pure white on white. This is a perfect application for it. It's really a slight pearl color. We have a sample for it. You'll see it after the show, and this thing is beautiful again.
So it's not Spectraflame. This is kind of like the same situation with the Honda Integra Type R, where it was just basic white paint, and they did it for the yellow and the white Integra Type R, and now they're doing it again with the Countach. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys think that's okay? Because it kind of feels like, you know, RLC, it's like Spectraflame, Real Riders wheels, opening pieces, and now it's just basic pearl paint. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious.
Matt worked on this one. I believe Matt Game worked on this package. Yeah! All right, it's great. Matt worked on it. There you go.
That's a good one.
What else?
It's probably going to be $40.
Ooh, we've got the 2004 Cobra. This is the 2000 Cobra.
The engine detail in the Cobra looks really nice. For some reason, they're always able to get Mustang down very well. They did it with the Code Red, I believe. Well, the engine detail in the Code Red was just black molded paint. It really wasn't all that special, but here it looks pretty nice.
And this one will be on sale in November, just like the page says. But again, die-cast opening hood, die-cast spoiler, and this is true.
And again, they say November, but I feel like it's probably going to be a December release or something like that. They're always off with the release dates.
The 1-300, and Christina did the deco on this one.
It's just a red Spectraflame Mustang.
I like learning about as I did it. These had a 5.4 with custom intake, so I got the graphic on that, and lots of other goodies. There's not a lot of deco going on, but it's very subtle.
Oh, it also has mirrors. That's great. People keep complaining about the mirrors on casting, so it's really cool that the newer castings are implementing mirrors. But for like the older stuff, they just can't. I guess for some reason they just can't.
Actually race those and have to pull them into a trailer and stuff like that. So I love Mustangs and hope you guys like it. And it has cool packaging too.
I like the fog lights on this one too, and look at the exhaust on the bottom too.
I'm bringing a trailer right now for like $11 billion. They're super rare.
That's a nice one.
This one should be a little more affordable. Then we've got Supra
Another Supra?
its own RLC offering.
Another one? They're releasing 2 Supras within this year? It's gonna be in sale in December. So my question is, like, who is gonna want to get this after getting the Selection Supra? Unless the Selection Supra is gonna be 2026, but I don't think that's the case because we already did the polls for the Selection Supra. I think the Selection Supra is gonna be sometime this month. But of course you have to wait a whole year for that. But for this one, you have to wait maybe like a month or two. So here's something that I've noticed about RLC recently. So they take a long time to ship to me. Like it takes an absurd amount of time, and the reason for that is obvious. It's because of tariffs, right? Because I believe they have a factory in Taiwan or China. I'm not entirely sure where the factory is. Someone in the comment section, educate me please on where these are built, because I know they're not built here. So, before, when you order RLC, they would get shipped out immediately. Now, that's not the case anymore. Now it takes months for these things to get to your house, which is very, very annoying. I hope they could figure something out in the future to make that possible. I also noticed that this one doesn't have mirrors. I thought like the newer models would have mirrors. I'm surprised they didn't implement that in the Supra.
It's a one-off, so
It's weird. It's
British
weird.
Racing green with the tan interior. And again, this is opening hood, die-cast hood, opening or removable die-cast target top, as well as the spoiler. And I think Christina worked on this one as well.
I will admit I do like the Spectraflame color. I don't know if that's like an emerald green Spectraflame paint, but I also like the beige seats. That looks really cool too. So I believe this is based off a real life counterpart, like an OEM color of the Supra. I believe they came in this color, similar to this color.
Who did this one? Oh, we don't know who worked on this one. We got Magic.
We don't remember.
Well, anyways, it's really cool. And we have I believe we have a sample here. And then, of course,
This one actually looks sick. It's coming out in December. I definitely want to get this one. This one looks sick. Like the whole front piece comes off. That looks sick. Like, yes. The wheels look good too. Actually, now even realizing these wheels are completely unique to this casting. I haven't seen these wheels reused on any other casting before. So that's awesome.
Samples of it. We have one here for anyone who has not. And this is the fully removable cowl. Very true to Pro Street. 80s style, big block Chevy engine. Got a separate roll cage inside. New tires and rims developed for this. Beautiful.
This thing is probably gonna cost up. It's gonna be over $40 for this thing, like without shipping and membership fees and all that stuff. It's gonna cost a lot of money, but I think I might do it just because this thing just looks really, really nice. Like the way this body is, it's fantastic. And the cool thing is, like, you see the headlights right here. The headlights don't even look like it's painted. Like it looks like it's molded into the front end. So it already looks. I think this might be the best RLC of 2025 if this thing actually comes out in December.
Purple with the Gecko livery. Also has a killer package by Matt, and I believe Steve Vanderbeek worked on this.
Oh, and I think this is going to be a blister, meaning that I'm probably going to have to buy 2 of them.
It just looks great. You'll love it when you see it in person.
So weird.
Yeah. And now we will go on to 2026.
2026.
So I'll show you 2 new models, and then I'll bring Tiff back up here to have a little chat about something else. And the first one I'm going to show you, we're doing something new, something different. As you know, in 2020, well, I should say at the beginning of each year, we have a membership card. But this is the first year we're going to offer a new model as the membership card. And this new model is a life goal of mine. It is a car I've wanted to work on before my days at Mattel. It's been a favorite car ever since I can remember. I think it came out beautifully. We have a physical sample of it here. We have the e-sheet images in here.
You know, I one thing I want to say, the designers of RLC, they seem like very passionate people. Like, I would love to meet them in person. I know I've been going on my tirades about like Mattel and RLC, but I have nothing against the designers. Like, they do really good work for these castings. It's just unfortunate that the pricing is absurdly high, and it's just unfortunate on the business end of things. But artistically, I think they've been stepping up their game with these castings. It's just, again, you got the pricing, and then you have the membership fees, and then you have scalpers and bots and all that stuff. So,
and it's got a lot of detail, and you'll understand why I'm about Christine and them using my engine, using my wheels and my tires. We got a 65 427 Cobra.
ooh, that's new? I didn't know that was new. I thought that's been a thing. I thought they already came out with that model, but apparently not. That's really, really cool. This 85 Shelby Cobra 427. That is awesome, actually. You got the side pipes. It's gonna have the 427, I believe. Yep, it says 427. Sorry, I'm pretty slow. But the new patch is gonna be the Cobra insignia. That's awesome. I like that. I'm probably gonna have to pick this thing up. And the cool thing about membership cards is that they typically they're not made to order, at least I don't believe they are, but they have to be available throughout the year. So they're definitely going to make a lot of these. So I wouldn't really worry about trying to gobble them up as quick as possible. I believe this is still going to be available for quite some time, for at least a year. And then after that, I think they're going to just cut it out. That's typically how it works.
Highly detailed. I mean, it's got separate, the quick jacks in the front and the back. The exhaust is separate from the body, separate roll bar, dashboard, steering wheel, windshield, mirrors, new wheels, new tires, beautifully sculpted engine.
That's cool.
It's just gorgeous. When you see it,
Probably gonna be $45.
And I love it. So, anyways, I'll buy them all if you don't. Next, we have. What do we have? I don't know what this is. I'm gonna let Ron talk about it.
It's a silver Pagani. Yeah. Carbon fiber deck was due on its roof intake, but
The Pagani Huayra R. Huh. So this is the third time we're seeing it. This is a recolor. That's okay.
the color is same as the one we use on the convention drag bus, so it's gorgeous. They put them by Andres.
There you go. Something for the new school. And what else do we have? We've got the AMC Street Freak.
So by the way, the 71 AMC Javelin AMX Street Freak, the original one that came in root beer Spectraflame, that car is very underappreciated. I love that car. This one, the colors look really cool. I want to get it, but at the same time, again, I'm trying to lay off like how much RLC I purchase. 2026 is probably going to be my final year because my subscription ends in May. So, I don't think I'm going to continue with RLC. I want to try other brands. But this looks cool. I like this. Unfortunately, like the original one didn't get sold out. It was still available on store pages for a while. And it was like, I believe it was like one of the last RLCs to be batched. Like 30,000. I still have mine.
Coming back, yeah. This thing is gorgeous. Two Spectraflame colors. Obviously very much Mark Donahue tribute livery, true to the 71 AMC Javelins of that era, and it is gorgeous. You're gonna love it. I know I love it. Again, I'll take them all if you don't. Then we've got the 71 Datsun 510 coming back. This one was...
I've seen this thing come back like 50 times already. Can we just retire this casting? Please? We have so many of these 510 Datsuns. I would rather have something different. I would rather have like something that would be cool. I don't think they're going to do this anytime soon, but what I would love is for a 5th gen Honda Prelude RLC. That would go pretty hard. They have the casting, they did it in premium and in basic. Why not introduce it in RLC? It'll be a hit. I'm tired of having like recolors. Like this thing has been repainted, recolored, reissued so many different times. I kind of just want to move on from this casting. I'm being honest.
I'll let her speak to it.
You know, I love my retro liveries, so I was kind of cruising around. I found something I liked, and Dan said go purple, and I went purple and retro. So you guys like it. The roll cage is orange, and you've got the gold and silver.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of the livery.
On the side is for the 1.8 liter. That is underhood.
Just being honest with you guys. Not very excited about this one.
We've got the return of the 94 NSX. So this one will be Spectre Flame Blue, and we'll have working headlights and taillights.
Oh wow, okay. I already know this thing's probably gonna be over $50 because the original Ryu Asada NSX, that was like $40, and that had like the lights on the hood. I say lights on the hood. It had the headlights, it had the taillights, and it had like the pacer car lights on the top of the roof. And that was a very special car. I thought they were only gonna reserve that car for Ryu since he passed away, unfortunately. But apparently they're going to do it again, and this time it's going to be in Spectre Flame. It's going to have mirrors. It's going to be... the wheels look pretty good, but this thing is going to be expensive. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. This thing is probably going to be very expensive. I don't think I'm going to pick it up. I'm satisfied with mine, if I'm being completely honest with you, but I know for a fact that this thing is going to be expensive. Very expensive.
And Steve Vandermeer worked on this.
It's cool that they're coming out with it again for the people who missed out, because there's new fans coming in regularly. So it's cool that they're coming out with another one for people to pick up. And Spectre Flame Blue, I think it's going to look great, but again, it's the pricing. It's going to be expensive. Very expensive.
It is beautiful. We have a sample here. You will love it.
Most of my complaints so far has just been because of how expensive things have gotten. Like, most of these castings look pretty good, but it's the pricing that just drives me up the wall. And I know there's nothing I can do about it. I know that's just inflation for you. Again, it's the pricing. I think that's the problem.
And we got a new model here.
Oh.
48 Chevy Fleet Line. New lowrider. New wheel rims.
Oh, it's a lowrider. Oh, okay, so it's a lowrider. That's interesting. I would have never guessed this thing being a lowrider. That's interesting. I love the paint already. I believe the roof, or as some people in my hometown call it, the roof, I believe that's black. So it's black and yellow. This one looks pretty good. But again, I have a feeling this thing's going to be very expensive. I believe this thing might be an acrylic case, which is going to be even more expensive. Again, I'm going to be talking about price. I apologize, but that's kind of what I do here. I talk about pricing.
Shop vehicle. The sun visor is separate. It's got separate mirrors on the front and spotlights. Also has a plaque on the package shelf in the back. The sample we have is an EP, so we don't have it in Spectre Flame yet, but it's looking good. I'm going to bring Tiff back up here, and she's going to tell you something.
La Bamba? Why does this place says La Bamba?
So I wasn't kidding when I said earlier we were thinking about you guys all of the time when we're talking about
Really?
what we want to do for the next year.
Okay.
And in 2026, we are very excited to bring you something we hope you're also very excited to see come back to Redline Club. We are in the forums. We're reading what you say. We come talk to you when you're at the convention.
Really?
We come up to your rooms. We talk
Oh, so they must know how difficult it is to get an RW Porsche. They must know how much we struggle against bots. They must know that we're at this constant battle of bots. They must be well aware of that. Hopefully they invested in technology to prevent scalpers from scalping. Maybe they made technology to prevent a household getting 30 of them at the same time. Hopefully they've done that. If they've really been listening.
There, we talk to you when you go through the autograph lines. And one thing that we always hear you want back at RLC is numbered cards.
What? I mean, most of the complaints have been I can't get this, and someone's selling this for triple the amount of what it was sold at. That's most of the complaints that I hear. I don't really hear people talk about batch number. Okay. What are we doing? What? Chase? Come on, man. What do you mean chase cars? There's going to be unique deco, package varying individually. You got to be kidding me. There's going to be chases now? As if this hobby hasn't already became oversaturated with chases. Now it's going to be into RLC. You got to be kidding me. We didn't need this. We want to be able to get our RLC cars. Like there's a whole community of people who are not even able to get RLC fairly. And now to solve that, you're going to introduce chase. This is going to open up a whole can of worms with problems, because if you think that the RWB Porsche disaster was bad, this is going to be 10 times worse. And I read all my comments. I read every single comment I get, and all the comments that I get are people complaining that they're not able to get the RLC that they wanted, that they paid the subscription for. That has been like the number one complaint that I've been getting in all of my videos, saying I'm not able to get this. This sold out in minutes. I was stuck in queue, sold out before I got to checkout. And now that you're going to do chases, it's got to get even worse. Are you kidding me, man? This is not what we wanted. Like, oh my God. I can't even go to a supermarket and find a decent premium. Like, I don't go to the store to look for chases. I know they're pretty hard to find. And I already found a chase in the wild. I'm satisfied. I found a chase in a case. I'm satisfied. I don't need the experience anymore. I got what I've been looking for. I got what I wanted. I'm fine. I don't need to have chases of everything. But now that you're going to do this to RLC, it's going to be the same problem again, which is people are going to get angry at not being able to get what they want, on top of not being able to get a chase. And now these chases are going to probably be all over eBay. They're going to be on eBay for, I can't even imagine how much it's going to be. You know what? Let me just see, because maybe this is going to be on just one casting. I don't believe it's going to be on all of them. Maybe it's going to be on certain ones. Because this is not the first time that they did a chase. They did a chase with the 67 Camaro in 2022, where the difference was just the packaging. It had like a tinfoil packaging that looked really, really cool. You can probably buy that variant for like $50. It's not that expensive. Plus, I believe it's batched as well. But this is not a good idea. Hot Wheels RLC in 2026 is going to be a disaster. I can already see my comment section typing away saying that they were not able to get the RLC that they wanted. But let's just see what we're dealing with. Maybe I'm just overthinking stuff. Maybe I'm overreacting. So is it going to be like 30,000, or maybe it's going to be 1,000? Ooh. See, I don't even know what the numbering is going to be at. It could be like 15,000 or something like that.
lower numbers than it was before. And
Like, at what point is it going to be like rare? Like, what is it going to be out of 500? Because that's going to be super rare if it's like out of 500. But I don't even think. Oh man.
Brendan
Let me see.
has been showing them to you. You just don't know that he's showing them to you all week long. And he will actually reveal one right now on the screen.
What?
The first vehicle that gets a chase variant will be a new model for 2026.
Yeah.
And it's a brand that we seem to do every make and model and iteration of, to the point of, oh my goodness, another one of those. But this one, we haven't got it, yes. Porsche.
You gotta be serious. Oh, the irony that they're doing a Porsche chase. Oh my god. That already tells me they really do not care about the disaster of the RWB Porsche. Oh my god, of course it's a Porsche. Why wouldn't it be a Porsche? And this is like the Porsche. This is the 911 Targa Turbo. This is like the Porsche that people dream of owning. Oh my god, of course this was going to be the chase. Why didn't I think it wasn't going to be a Porsche? Oh my god. Why? Oh my god. And the variant is going to be like a chrome. Is it going to be like a shadow chrome variant? Dude, I'm not going to participate in this. I said it, and I'm going to stick to what I said. 2026 is going to be my last year. Like, as soon as my membership ends in May, I'm going to step away. I'm going to retire for a little bit. But the fact that this is a Porsche again, people are going to get their feelings hurt. That's going to be sad. If it's going to be difficult trying to get this thing and then trying to get the chase. Like, how would that even work? Oh, I think I might know how this is going to work. So, how it works in premium, if you want to get a chase, the easiest way to, or the best chance of getting a chase is by buying a case. That rhyme didn't mean to rhyme, but buying a case that gives you basically 2 sets. And when you buy a case and it's sealed, there is a chance that you will get a chase. I opened up the Modern Classics case, and I was able to get the Pandem R32 chase. It's like the first chase that I pulled out of a case. What they're going to do for RLC is they're probably going to make you buy the limit to get a chance at getting the chase. Which is pretty brilliant, because I don't know if anyone's been noticing, but there's been a lot of RLC still available in the storefront, in the digital storefront. And they're not selling out like they used to, because before, like, an RLC would last maybe like a day or two. Like, that would be the longest it would last. Now these RLC are staying on the home page or the website page for weeks, months. They're ironically they're peg warmers for RLC that people don't want. Most of them are recolors. Others are just too expensive, like the Lamborghini Miura. So to combat that, they're going to come out with chases, and in order for you to get a chase, you're probably going to have to buy the limit of RLC. And normally it's 2. That is going to be interesting. That's actually pretty smart. As much as I hate this idea, that's pretty smart, because, again, you get the rarity, you get the hype, people buy more than what they want. Instead of trying to buy 1 RLC, they buy 2. And that solves their problem while also satisfying the craze or the craving of something rare. And I know that scalpers are going to have a field day with this. And I know a lot of people are going to be upset. And here's the kicker. Overdrive is not going to be able to cover this, because with Overdrive you only get 1 per, like, you only get 1. They reserve only 1. They don't give you the option to get more than 1. They only give you 1 RLC. So what's going to happen is that this is going to drive people crazy to get this Porsche. That is insane. Oh my god. This is single-handedly like the worst thing that can happen to RLC. And I completely understand like why they would do this. Because this is a genius move, like business-wise, like marketing-wise, this is a genius move because chases are already popular. People are waking up at 5 a.m. to raid Target, Walmart, whatever supermarket there is to get a chase, to get a chance at getting a chase, to flip them for more money. So now put it with RLC, which is already having a craze. It's going to be even more insane. Wow. I hate them for this, but at the same time, I have to applaud them because this is a good business move. Because now you don't have to worry about RLC being left on the Mattel's Creations website page because they're losing money when RLC doesn't sell out. They're losing money. Like those cars are just sitting in the storefront page for months, not being bought out. I can't imagine what the pricing is going to be for this. It has to be over 40. It has to be like maybe 38, just like the RWB 930. But if you guys thought the 930 was a disaster, this is going to be a whole new disaster. And here's the problem that I have. Like they're doing all this cool stuff, but they didn't think to upgrade the infrastructure of the website so that way it won't crash. So that way people are able to have a fair chance at getting them. And again, they don't care if this thing gets scalped because they get the money already. So it's funny that they said that they're listening to us, but they're not really listening to us. Or they're listening to the wrong people. You know what I think? Here's what I think happened. So, last year, Lamley's doing his sneaks. They're in a hotel room. Lamley locked him in the hotel room so that way he can get his pictures and his videos so that way he can showcase the new RLC for his fan base. And, one of the marketing people say, man, we just really can't sell these RLCs. They're not selling out as fast as possible. Like you said, Lamley, these things aren't rare anymore. QC isn't there. This fandom is growing and growing and growing, and we can't keep up with it. Like this RLC is going to be a dead brand. Does anyone have any suggestions? And then he raises his hand like a Boy Scout, like I do. And the designers are like, yes, Lamley. And he's like, well, how about we have chases? And then fast forward to now. This is where we're at with this hobby. This hobby has gone down the tubes. Honestly, guys, I would just tell you guys not to go. Don't do this. It's not worth the stress. I know this looks cool. This casting probably looks really cool, but this thing is going to stress you guys out. Like it's not even going to be fair. There's no way your guys are going to be able to get this. Wow. Insanity.
We found one we haven't done, and that would be a Targa Turbo. And this is a 1988. The main version will be in a color that I'll let Andres talk about, and then the chase version will be like a super chrome variant of it. But this will have an opening die-cast engine hood, opening like removable Targa top. Got the mirrors for the people who've got to have the mirrors on there. And other than that, being the turbo, it's wider in the back, so it's staggered track width. I'm gonna let Andres talk about the deco. He volunteered to work on this one.
How many of you? So I know my Porsches. Who knows about the hippie Porsche that's out there right now? Yeah, you guys have seen it at the conventions. So anytime I see a Porsche, I'm like, can I work on it, Brendan? Can you please? And so I saw that he was going to be working on this, and I was thinking about the color. And for me, whenever I go to car shows, there's just this specific brown that always stands out to me. And I was like, we gotta do brown. And everyone's like,
Okay. It's cool that he's able to showcase this to us because these are going to be eBay exclusives. And they're going to be over $300 for the pair. Or for one of them, probably for the chase. Apparently the RX-7 FD is coming back in the steel blue. Why? I have no idea. The red variant was not successful. I don't know why they think a blue one's going to be good. And then you have the NSX in Spectraflame Blue. That actually looks pretty cool. I like that. This looks pretty nice. Black on black with the black mirrors to match with the hood and the roof. This one looks really good. This one actually looks good. I'm actually kind of happy that this is going to be a membership car. I think this one is going to be a hit for sure, but again, it's going to be expensive. Underrated. You guys should pick this up. Hopefully it's cheap. Probably not. Oh, so this one's going to be on a base. Okay, that's cool. And this one's also going to be on a base as well. That's nice. And there goes the lowrider. I don't believe I'm going to get this one. I'm not a fan of the car. And there goes the Spectraflame. It's not Spectraflame. What am I talking about? The white Countach. I think I'm going to pick this up because, again, I'm a big fan of Lamborghini. And I just love the scissor doors. But, dude. I try to be an optimist. I don't like talking negative. I like to be excited for things. I like showcasing things. I'm a consumer. I like to buy things. I like to review it on the channel for you guys. And there's something that is just so out of touch with them coming out with, and hold on, I'm going to put up the picture again so that way you guys can see it for the chase models. There's something that's extremely out of touch about this. Because, again, the 930, people couldn't even get the RWB 930. And I guess one thing that I will say about the chases is that they're going to be randomly inserted. And everyone's going to have a fair chance at getting them, although it's going to be random. It's practically like gambling, if I'm being completely honest with you. But there's going to be a chance of you getting this. It's going to be fair, so it's not like it's not going to be like a timing thing where you got to be on the time, on the money. You got to do everything perfectly. Although, again, if you're going to get two of something, you're going to have to. But I can already see people who probably work at FedEx or UPS. I can see them opening the packaging and stealing them. Because that's been a problem with premium, with chases, that people at the factories, they take them out of the cases and try to retape the box. Or from die-cast stores as well. Like, die-cast stores would have a box, open it up, take the chase out, and then replace it with a basic premium. Like, it is very unfortunate that this hobby has kind of stooped to that, where people are just stealing things. But I know that this chase is not good for the community. I know it's not good for the hobby itself, because right now people are struggling to even get a regular RLC. Like the one that they really want, like the RWB. And now with these prices going up, and up, like this, I just know this is not going to end very well. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Let me know if you want to see more videos on stuff like this. I have so much Hot Wheels downstairs. Like, my Hot Wheels room is so full of webs because I don't go down there anymore. I want to go back down there. I'm going to do a mail call video so that way I can open up all my stuff and we'll talk. Again, thank you guys for listening to the first 5 minutes of this video. Again, I'm not going to get into depth with my issues, but I'm working on them. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be okay. I'm doing really well. So thank you guys for the concern and for the comments. It really means a lot to me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.